Hidden beneath the sacred stones of Rosslyn Chapel in Scotland lies one of history's greatest secrets. Legends speak of the Knights Templar, a powerful medieval order of warrior monks who hid an unimaginable treasure within the chapel's walls. What if the truth behind these legends was more than just myth? What if the Holy Grail itself, the legendary cup believed to possess divine power, was buried beneath the very chapel that has mystified scholars for centuries? Today, we embark on a journey into the heart of Rosslyn Chapel to uncover the truth behind the lost treasure of the Templars. Buckle up as we dive deep into this thrilling mystery and explore the secrets that have remained hidden for centuries. Rosslyn Chapel, an enigmatic Gothic masterpiece nestled in the rolling hills of Scotland, has long been a site of intrigue and speculation. For centuries, the chapel has been at the center of numerous myths and legends, many of which revolve around the mysterious Knights Templar, an ancient order of warrior monks believed to have hidden immense treasures beneath the chapel's sacred grounds. The most tantalizing of these legends suggests that the Holy Grail, along with sacred artifacts of unspeakable power, was secretly concealed in the chapel's crypts, protected by a series of complex riddles and cryptic symbols embedded within the chapel's architecture. Thomas Everett, a passionate archaeologist with a deep interest in medieval history, had spent much of his career studying the elusive Templars and their mysterious legacy. He was no stranger to the rumors surrounding Rosslyn Chapel. However, the idea that a treasure of such magnitude could actually exist beneath the chapel was something he had only considered in the realm of speculation, until one day, when an old journal surfaced in his research. The journal, yellowed with age and penned in the flowing script of an unknown scribe, contained a detailed account of the chapel's construction. More importantly, it hinted at a hidden chamber beneath the chapel, a secret vault that the Templars had concealed to safeguard their most valuable relics. As Thomas deciphered the journal's contents, he found descriptions of hidden passageways, coded symbols, and architectural anomalies designed to protect the treasure from being discovered by those who were unworthy. With the journal in hand, Thomas made his way to Rosslyn Chapel. He was not alone in his pursuit of the treasure. Isla McGregor, a local historian and expert on the chapel's cryptic carvings, joined him in his quest. Her knowledge of Rosslyn's design and history made her an invaluable asset. Together, they studied the intricate carvings that adorned the chapel's walls, symbols that had puzzled scholars for centuries. To the untrained eye, they appeared to be decorative flourishes, but Thomas and Isla knew better. These carvings, they believed, were not merely ornamental. They were part of a larger, hidden puzzle. They carefully analyzed the chapel's structure, comparing the symbols to the descriptions in the journal. As they examined the walls of the chapel, Thomas felt a strange sense of urgency, as if the treasure was just within their grasp. Their first breakthrough came when they discovered a hidden symbol carved into one of the chapel's most intricate archways. It was a simple geometric shape, but upon closer inspection, it seemed to align with a hidden chamber beneath the chapel. This discovery sent a wave of excitement through the pair. It was the first concrete clue that the treasure might actually exist, buried deep below the chapel's floors. As night fell over the chapel, Thomas and Isla worked tirelessly, mapping out the pattern of the carvings and aligning them with the clues in the journal. The following morning, Thomas stood in front of the chapel's entrance, his heart racing. They had uncovered the first piece of the puzzle, but the journey was just beginning. He knew that Rosslyn Chapel had many secrets, and it would take all of his skill and determination to uncover them. As the sun rose over the chapel's spires, casting a golden glow on the stonework, Thomas felt a sense of destiny. The treasure of the Knights Templar was waiting to be discovered, and he would stop at nothing to uncover it. The search for the treasure beneath Rosslyn Chapel intensified as Thomas and Isla delved deeper into the cryptic puzzles hidden within the chapel's structure. The clues they had uncovered so far were tantalizing, but they were just the beginning. Every corner of the chapel seemed to hold new secrets, each more cryptic and enigmatic than the last. The two archaeologists began to piece together the puzzle, but as they did, they soon realized that they were not the only ones seeking the treasure. Gregory Kane, a wealthy businessman with a deep interest in ancient history, had long coveted the riches of the Knights Templar. His family's fortune was built on generations of power and influence, but Gregory believed that uncovering the lost treasure of the Templars would solidify his family's place in history. He had hired a team of mercenaries to assist him in his search for the treasure, and his ruthless ambition would stop at nothing to uncover the Grail. Thomas and Isla's discovery of the hidden chamber beneath the chapel had not gone unnoticed. As they worked to decipher the final clues, they became aware of Gregory's interest in the treasure. His mercenaries had begun to shadow their every move, lurking in the shadows and watching their every step. Gregory was determined to beat them to the treasure, and he would do whatever it took to gain the upper hand. The situation grew more tense as Gregory's team infiltrated Rosslyn Chapel. One evening, as Thomas and Isla were exploring a narrow passageway beneath the chapel, they were ambushed by Gregory's mercenaries. The confrontation was swift and brutal, with Thomas and Isla narrowly escaping the clutches of Gregory's men. It was clear that Gregory would stop at nothing to claim the treasure for himself. As the weeks went by, the search became a dangerous game of cat and mouse. Gregory's men continued to harass Thomas and Isla, attempting to seize the journal and any information they had gathered about the treasure's location. But despite the growing threat, Thomas refused to back down. He knew that the treasure was within reach, and he would not let anyone, least of all Gregory, take it from him. One night, as they worked in the chapel's crypt, a breakthrough occurred. Isla discovered an ancient inscription hidden beneath a stone slab. The inscription seemed to offer a final clue that would lead them to the treasure's location. It was a riddle, cryptic and complex, but Isla's sharp intellect soon unraveled its meaning. The riddle pointed to a hidden chamber beneath the altar, a room that was said to house the Holy Grail itself. This was the moment they had been waiting for, but their discovery came at a cost. Gregory's men had been watching them from afar, and as soon as they learned of the hidden chamber beneath the altar, they moved in to seize the prize. The race for the treasure was on, and it would soon culminate in a final, deadly confrontation. The final days of the search for the treasure beneath Rosslyn Chapel were marked by tension and uncertainty. Thomas and Isla, now aware that Gregory and his mercenaries were closing in, worked with feverish determination to unlock the final secrets of the chapel. The inscription beneath the stone slab had revealed the location of the hidden chamber beneath the altar, but it was clear that they were not the only ones who knew of its existence. As they navigated the dark, winding corridors beneath the chapel, they encountered more and more traps designed to keep the treasure hidden from unworthy hands. The Templars had clearly gone to great lengths to protect their secrets, and the deeper they went, the more perilous the journey became. But despite the dangers, Thomas and Isla pressed on, driven by the knowledge that they were on the cusp of one of history's greatest discoveries. Finally, after days of perilous exploration, they reached the chamber beneath the altar. The room was bathed in an eerie golden light, and at its center stood a stone pedestal, upon which rested a large ancient cup, undoubtedly the Holy Grail. But as Thomas reached for the cup, a voice echoed through the chamber. "Only those with pure hearts may claim the Grail," the voice said, its source unclear. "Those who seek it for greed will be cursed." It was then that Thomas realized the true nature of the treasure. The Holy Grail was not a relic of gold or jewels. It was a symbol of something far greater: knowledge, enlightenment, and the power to change the course of history. The Templars had hidden the Grail not to protect its material wealth, but to preserve its sacred truth. In that moment, Thomas understood that the real treasure was not the cup in front of him, but the journey he had undertaken. The pursuit of knowledge, the uncovering of history's secrets, had been the true reward all along. He turned away from the Grail, leaving it untouched, knowing that some treasures were meant to remain hidden. As he and Isla emerged from the chapel, they were greeted by the rising sun, casting its golden light across the landscape. The treasure of the Templars had been found, but its true meaning would remain a mystery, at least for now. "Some secrets," Thomas said, "are better left buried." And with that, they walked away from Rosslyn Chapel, leaving behind the mysteries of the past to be uncovered by future generations. The story of the Templars' lost treasure may have come to a close, but there are countless other mysteries hidden across the globe. Who knows what secrets still await discovery beneath the ancient ruins and forgotten landmarks? Stay tuned for more thrilling adventures and uncover the mysteries of history, one treasure at a time. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more incredible tales. The search for the unknown continues.